Hi, there's a topic that I've always wanted to talk about where people get relevance through your pain. You know what? There are people who don't like you healed. It's funny when I'm saying this because they like you broken, they like you confused, they like you stuck, they like you struggling, they like you beating yourself up and down. But you know why? It's because in your unhealed season, they know how far you can go because you're feeding them with that. They fear it, so they keep off your pain. They keep feeding you that cycle. They study your weakness. They keep you low because they know your star is brighter than theirs if it ever fully rises. When you're still broken, like they know exactly what to say to keep you in that place. And every time you try to focus, every time you try to grow, they remind you of your pain, or they do something that will manipulate. Anything that will provoke you, anything that will bring out the emotions of you that are still struggling to heal. They introduce distractions in terms of pain, in terms of confusion, in terms of, like, I'll say, like, lots of distraction, because deep down they know if you ever break free, you'll shine brighter than them. So they keep you tied into your old wounds, your old thoughts. Unajirudia kila wakati. They'll manipulate your environment to a point you don't feel like you're good enough. And that's the kind of unhealed version of you feeling you're not good enough. I've been there, funny enough. In my unhealed season, I used to talk a lot. A lot. My things is disturbing me. So, not knowing I was giving away my ideas, my wisdom, my knowledge, what I used to know. They pinched, fed me, gave me small attention, some fake supports. Hey. Just enough to keep me around begging, because I felt validated. I felt accepted. I felt like someone could understand what I was going through. Someone we related. And I'd spit out knowledge, not knowing they were using it for their own gain. Yes, that's how they manipulate you. They were drawing from me, but never pouring back. And every time after talking to them, nothing was changing. And every time after interacting with them, nothing was changing. And every time after staying around them, nothing was changing, except that I could see whatever I was giving them was benefiting them more. But on my side, I was still drained, I was still lost. Then I started healing, and I said, this can happen again. This can't happen again. Enough is enough. And suddenly, their source was drying up. They kind of were short of ideas. Things that were flowing well never flew well. You understand me? I wasn't crying every day. I wasn't talking much. I was just quiet in my own solitude. I was so focused, growing, realizing who I am, breaking all those patterns one by one, piece by piece. Healing every part of the broken me. Yes, because if I didn't do that, they still could get relevance. And their talk, every talk they made, every talk they had was about me. And I was the topic of everything, the topic of the environment, the topic where they could get glory for doing this for me, for doing that for me. Oh my God. I'm grateful there's a part of them that was kind. Yes. I'm grateful. But when I started healing, that's when they panicked. Yes. They started labeling me. Oh my God, my lighting is not doing that well. They started labeling me. She's changed, she thinks she's better. They started telling people about my past. Everywhere I was going with this, my healed version, they started to introduce themselves in my circle. They're like, no, you are this, and you are that, and you don't do this, and you are this, and you're toxic, and you have anger issues, and you... They started telling people about my past, things I'd already healed from, trying to shape how others see me, like from their own perspective. They wanted people to see how they see me. I don't know whether you understand that. They wanted people to see how they see me, and that's heartbreaking. But that taught me something. People will fear the healed version of you. Mostly, if in your painful season you are still shining, they can see the star. In your painful season, in your unhealed season, you are still the center of attention of good things that you can do. You have that favor, grace, let me call that grace. It follows you even when you are in your worst of worst. They can still see that you're shining, but they are in their healed season, but they're still not to the same level that you are. Yes, so please heal for yourself, because when you do, the people around you, the people who are benefiting, the people who are getting the glory, the people who are getting relevance, their trick won't work anymore. And your light, it will speak louder than their lies. And most of the times when you get healed, and most of the times when you are through all this phase of you are away from the trauma bonding and all that kind of stuff and all the pain, they start getting themselves away from you. They start telling people, they start talking about you, and to a point they start, if you succeed and get to a point where you are settled, you have clarity, you are aligned, they start praising you again to get access, because they have come back with a new tactic. That's why you need to heal fully. Usirukaruke, usikue like unataka you are healed but still you are bonding with your past. No, you can't do that, because the same people will still use you, because akunanga two sided hapa. You're either healed ama kwa side ingine and healed version of you. So that's what I'm going to talk about. And I wish people can heal. Sit down, get a meeting with yourself, talk with yourself. I know we have personalities in our heads. Wait a meeting, patane chini, mkae chini, talk to yourselves. Agree on one thing. Agree on clarity, agree on alignment. Align yourself to what you desire to be. And the world will adjust. And you'll see how far you'll go, and you'll see the people around you are not meant there. Are not meant to be there. Yeah, thank you. That's all.